Hallo, ik ben Agnes.
En Agnes, wat zou je willen?
Oh, jij praat toe.
Ja, ik geef je kan het
Oké, nou ik wil graag weer een kleurtje in mijn haar.
Ja.
En dan kun je altijd zo heel erg goed, dus ik kom altijd bij jou terug. Ja. Dus probeer het maar.
Oké, en een klein beetje fascineren, ja.
Ja?
Ja, gaan we ook doen.
Oké.
Oké, Agnes is je mag een rondje draaien.
Helemaal?
Ja, helemaal een rondje.
Oh,
Agnes is going to turn around. Ja, ik lul ondertussen alles aan elkaar. In the meantime, we talk Dutch to each other because she is a customer of mine, but she's also a very good friend of mine. I really love her. And now I'm going to refresh her hairstyle and give her a new color, so she will look sharp again. Hello friends on YouTube. I have Agnes as model. I asked her for a long time, and many times. But now she came into the salon and I really asked her again. I'm really proud that she's my model. But I told you I really love her. She's very dear to me.
Oh,
She's very. Gonna refresh the style a bit. Gonna give her a color because her color travels very lightly into the light colors, and she really likes a little bit more dark colors. So I'm gonna work with highlights into the top, but give her a bit darker color, and she don't like to be grey, so that's also very important. Start by wetting the hair. Brush it with the Olivia Garden brush. Her hair are clean. For those who like to wash in front, but I don't like to wash, and this I also do because I have to color the hairs, and then I don't like when the hair is washed. Because then you don't have protection on the skin anymore, and I really prefer protection of the natural skin barriers. I start her haircut just out of the center line, go in with the point cut technique, and take off about 2 centimeters hair. Part the hairs in a soft moon shape, so I get also the rounding into the hairstyle. Travel very steady, slowly to the back. Take every time about centimeter, 1/2 centimeter hair. Hold of course length on the rounding of the back and take the hairs up to the center line, so I'm certain that I have nice volume on the back and a nice fall. Lay part of the cut hair on the other side, so I have a line to focus on. Hold my fingers into the line of the front and do the same like this. On the right side, travel gently to the back. Het is lekker rustig hier, hè? Je hoort hier bijna niks.
Nee, is toch lekker?
Ja, het is echt een heel fijn, rustige plek.
Ik vind het best wel fijn. Als het stil is.
Nou, hier is het echt stil.
Daarom kan ik denk ik ook goed alleen zijn.
Maar het is ook helemaal niet erg om alleen te zijn.
Nee.
Als je maar bezig blijft met iets. Again, make sure that I have enough hair on the rounding. Pull the hairs to the front. Go back to the first line. Get a little point cut technique into the front. And Agnes has hair that hangs very easy down. So mostly she wants to have the hair a bit playful, standing up. So I'm gonna cut this also. And this I do with a graduation effect. Go to the fringe, make sure it's a soft line. give a graduation to the back, what I told you. So you get a line that wants to be playful and jump up. Take the fringe over, make sure it gives it a bending. Go in with a point cut technique. At the side of the fringe, go to the upper hair, give this graduation effect again. So this hair will jump up when I style it. Make sure all the lines are following up. En they do. Nee, dat is op YouTube is dat een ander verhaal. Dat zie je ze liever jou mooi worden. Coming to the sides, what I told you, give a graduation effect. So lift the hairs up, go slice point cutting. Watch at the lines of the skull. So go in that line, take the hairs up in that line. And by putting these techniques on the under parts of the hairs, they certainly have some lift and give afterwards that playful effect. Soften the line to the front, give it a slight slice technique, close my scissor while I get them down, holding of course some length, watch it fall, see that I get already that jumping effect on the sides. So now go behind this line, taking up again, watch again over the line of the skull, go to the back, adjusting, also slicing, making sure all the lines are in balance with each other. Watch again at the lines, see how easy it gets volume. Work till I get at the center line of the skull, knowing that the baseline is of course the line that I always kept target on. So continue on that line to the back. Go back to the center line, make sure I have enough length on the top and make a cross control. So now I come at the part where I need to bend the hairs to the other side. In front of that, I go to the underlines, adjust the length, don't need to get a lot off because the hair is not that long. And do this like I would do with a knife. So I put the hairs into my fingers and connect them to the line. So now I get that rounding that I need to get a beautiful hairstyle. To the right side, lifting up again. Create that same lift effect on the hairs like I did on the other side. Target on the line of the skull, this line, to the center, on the back. Adjust the length a bit. So I travel to the back. Coming to the underlines. Do all these lines slicing. So it's a graduated line in a slicing technique. When I push this up, you can see that it has a lifting effect. Like I did on the other side. Like I would do with a knife, give the rounding to the hairs. Continue on the line of slicing. Work into the underlines. And all the lines are cut so they can lift up. Watch from behind how the roundings are. So go sit in the center. Show you that also. Go sit in the center and then concentrate on the center line. So like I do with the cross control, I lift over from the left to the right and the right to the left. But make sure I have everywhere the same effects into the hairs. The lines in the neck I need a little bit longer. So there I go in. Take the hairs to me, connect them on the line of slice cutting, and just follow the natural lines. Het is altijd wel leuk om te weten wat je allemaal met een kapsel doet zonder dat je eigenlijk daar normaal gesproken over praat.
Ja.
Normaal gesproken ben ik gewoon met z'n tweeën natuurlijk aan het kletsen en dat kunnen we gewoon doen.
Ja. Wordt er nog veel bekeken, Theo?
Het is heel wisselend. Agnes asked if there are a lot of people watching these videos. Now, I'm certain that she will be surprised of all the comments on the video. Because a lot of you are commenting on my videos. Thanks for that. There's in the underlines that I don't need, I take off because they're also ultra light of color, so they don't get colors. So those you can get rid of. This you do with a clipper. Set the hairs aside. Stay in the rounding. Lay the hairs back. Correct the baseline. Do it of course also on the other side. Lay the hairs back. Holds the line nice and soft. So now I have a line where I can work in and on. So I can make her color, put some highlights in the darker color she's going to get. But knowing that this color travels very lightly out of her hair, so I know mostly she has an 8 as a color, base color. But I put some highlights on the front so the light parts of her hair don't come in that easy. Make her color. Made her a color, made her a 8 00. Put a photo of the product into the video. It's a product of Kin, it's paraben free, it's ammonia free, so don't damage the hairs at all. I made this color with 6% as 20 volume. We in the Netherlands we use mostly percent, and of course in the rest of the world they use volume. But that you also see in the photo. Product of Kin is nice, creamy, and there's no smell coming off of the product. The beautiful thing of a good product is like this. Yeah, there's no smell, so I don't have to cry. It's nothing that can stop my breathing. Don't lay the highlights into the foil because I don't like that. Because I like it that it is like a sun-kissed color. Made this product with 9% as 30 volume. Take a little bit on my brush. Go in from the starting point. And use this only on top so I get a sun-kissed feeling into the lines. Small part to the sides. The more I go to the back, the less I use. Then go back to my comb, take only the first 2 T's and comb the product gently into the line of hairstyle so it will be soft at the back and not a hard line that stops just on top. On top of this, take a carton wig, so the bleach will stay where I like it to stay and not get pushed in by the plastic foil into the hairs. Then we go for a coffee or tea, and you just stay there because we're certainly back in less than 25 minutes because it has to stay 25 minutes on her head. Then I rinse it out and I'm gonna be back to style her hair. Go back after 25 minutes to rinse it out. Now I use zero weight gel of Lanza. Use 4 pumps. I really like this product, it's a fluid conditioner. It smells really nice and it's very easy to work with. I sealed her hair with a 10, it's a product of Glint. This you have to rinse through, brush through in the hairs for 10 seconds, that's why it's called 10. Comb the zero weight through the hairs. Can blow dry is with a medium brush of Olivia Garden. What I told you, she likes to have volume, so can I make volume to the hair. Daar moet de handen doorheen, hè?
Ja.
Veel doet wonderen in jouw haar.
Wat zeg je?
Veel doet wonderen in jouw haar.
En hoezo, blijft dat langer zitten of zo?
Ja, dat geeft mooi een beetje vitaliteit aan het haar.
Oh.
Dat wat stoerder, dat effect wat jij leuk vindt, dat wat wil doen.
Ja.
Now for so far blow drying. To finish this hairstyle I take a crystal turn, it's a product of Goldwell. It's nowadays in a tube. Take a small amount, not much. Because she don't like stiff hairstyles, so then I have to play with the hairs. And the nice thing of crystal turn is it brings also nicely out the highlights that are in the hairs. It's not much, but it breaks the hairs, so it has a little bit more pleasure and joy. And when the grays come back, and she is more white than grey, then it takes up the color much easier. This hairspray, I take beautiful hairspray, also of Goldwell. This hairspray is such a beautiful product because you can play with the hairs. Gives a nice glow to the hairs, and when you want to brush it out very easy out of the hairs. But you can really play with the hairs when you're using it. I thank Agnes for being my model. Thank you for watching. She will turn around to show you the end result. And we see each other, of course, next video. Bye bye.
Oei.
Je mag een rondje draaien, Agnes. Ik heb dus jouw mooie kapsel. Ja, je mag een mooi rondje draaien. Dankjewel.
Dankjewel. Theo, bedankt.
Oké, Agnes is je mag een rondje draaien.
Helemaal?
Ja, helemaal right.
Oh,
Agnes is going to turn around. Ja, ik lul ondertussen alles aan elkaar. In the meantime, we talk Dutch to each other because she is a customer of mine, but she's also a very good friend of mine. I really love her. And now I'm going to refresh her hairstyle and give her a new color.